before because of a new active ingredient. Coming soon. Contact your Syngenta agronomist to find out more about the potential for your peanuts in 2015. Elatus is not yet registered for sale or use in the United States and is not being offered for sale.
Randall Wiseman, Southeast AgNet.
Thank you, Randall. 4 minutes after 10 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in this Wednesday morning. Anything is possible, Robin. Anything. Do you believe that? Anything? Anything is possible. The walls came tumbling in Jericho, and I don't believe in walls.
Yeah.
Right? That's from a song. The one thing that we often find ourselves in amazement at is anybody who does something that seems like it must have looked impossible before they did it. Whether it's a sports figure who's defeated the 4-minute mile or some kind of a hole-in-one or anything like that. And we have on the phone somebody who has done some amazing things. He is a legend. Horse racing legend and Hall of Fame jockey Jacinto Vasquez. I understand he lives in our area, and I have in my notes here that he is going to be offering a presentation. It's called The Master of Possibilities. This is going to be on July 14th at 3 p.m. at the Lifelong Learning Center at On Top of the World Commons, and it's a free event open to the public. I'm so anxious to hear what Jacinto Vasquez has to say right now, and he's on the phone. Good morning, Jacinto.
Good morning. How are you?
Pretty good. Am I right? Do you live in Ocala?
Yes, I've been here for the last 16 years.
Oh, wow. Wow. And where did you move from?
I quit riding in 96. I was riding in New York, Kentucky, every place.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And when I retired, I came over here.
So as a jockey, did you, as a young man, I guess I should say, did you have aspirations that looked impossible and you were able to make them possible?
Well, it was... I always rode horses all my life, I came from a farm.
Uh-huh.
And I was around animals all the time. Go ahead.
Well, I'm just going to tell the audience that you won, it says here, 5,231 races in your career. That's pretty amazing.
Well, it's about another 1,000 I went around different places in Central America, and I rode all over the country. I rode Singapore, Malaysia.
Oh, wow.
And in France. And I rode a lot of racetrack. I rode in Puerto Rico and in Panama. I started in Panama in 1960.
Wow. How important is the relationship? And just so you know, I'm not a horse guy. I don't know much about horses, but I'm always fascinated by the relationship between a human and an animal, whether it's the tiger trainer at the circus or a person with his dog. But a jockey and the horse, do you have a relationship with that horse?
Only for a few minutes. You get used to ride horses and you see the first time in the paddock and you jump on and ride them.
Oh, so you don't really spend much time with those horses?
No, not really. Some of them. Some of you do, some of don't. But they only you go by the best performers. You're trying to write about the way the horse like to run and the way that the race develop.
Now, in car racing, we give accolades to the driver. In horse racing, we give accolades to the horse. Is that unfair?
The horses.
Is that
everything,
Is that unfair?
Everything.
Yeah, but don't.
No.
No.
You have passage in a horse, and he got to do the running. And driving a car is different. You just have to push the pedal down and go as fast as you want. But the horses, you can't do that. You got to how to pace him and how to ride him to have horses for the last part of it. It's a lot different.
Wow.
Since you're a successful jockey and you're also a trainer, do you groom people to be trainers to let them know what they should and should not be doing?
Well, we're trying to teach some of the people that work for you and around here trying to teach them how to be a groom, and how to rope a horse, how to treat a horse. But right now, I'm not training. I'm helping a guy that I got a couple horses here, and Jimmy Kirk, and I got a couple horses with him over there, belong to my son-in-law, and I visited him every day, and he got his own crew over there, and most of the guys got experience doing the horses.
Tell me about the event that you're doing on the 14th, the Master of the Possibilities presentation.
Well, I'm gonna go over there. I don't know. They're gonna ask me a lot of questions. That's all. And I'm gonna explain what I did for a living for 36 years. Horses that I rode. You know, some of the people got experience, got an idea about the animals I rode. I rode a horse called Ruffian, Foolish Pleasure, Stonecat, Mr. Prospector, Forgo, Reviewer, January Wrist, Princess Rooney, Manila. I rode a lot of good horses, a lot of champions.
Wow. Now, do you know that the horse is a champion when you first get on it? Is there a way to know?
Well, it's a way to know the horses can run. They show you right away in the beginning, the career. If they can run or not, or don't run.
Wow.
Do you think that the horses know the degree of the race that they're running in, because you've jockeyed winners in the Kentucky Derby and then you've ridden in other races that weren't as prominent? Do you think the horses sense that excitement that goes on around them?
Oh yeah, they sense it. The horse is very smart. You know, horses a thoroughbred you can teach them to do anything, but they got sense where the only thing the racetrack change, different racetrack, different surface, and some horses handle different surface in a different way. You know, they like it. Some places they like a racetrack. They like the racetrack the way they, and in some places they like it better than another place.
With all of your experience riding horses, have you ever been approached by the movie industry to appear in a movie, either doing stunts or using the horses in some way?
No, they made a movie on Ruffian. They asked me to give the right for the movie, but I refused, and then we sued them. And they asked me if I want to be in the movie, but I don't accept it.
You didn't want to do that?
Because they don't. No, because they don't want to pay me nothing for the rights of they do the movie.
Oh my goodness! And how long ago was that?
Oh, about 5-6 years ago.
Not that long ago. So Ruffian. So did they make the movie?
Yeah, they made the movie.
What was it called?
Ruffian.
Oh, that's the name of the movie, Ruffian?
Yeah. Yes.
Oh wow!
And they made a movie about a secretary too. They called me in because I beat that horse 3 times.
Oh wow! That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, so you turned down the idea for the movie. Did you see the movie though after it was made?
Yeah, I saw it.
Did you like it?
No.
How come?
Well, it's all fiction. They did all that fiction. Nothing was true in the movie. Only my name and Mr. Wiley's name and the other jockeys was involved. They used our name, but the rest of it was all fiction. You know, nothing was the truth.
Oh, wow.
When you're racing and you're on that horse and you're in the pack of horses, do you notice that sometimes that the other jockeys don't like to follow protocol or whatever it takes to win the race?
Well, you got to use your own judgment how to ride a horse, to ride a horse, because not every horse don't like to run the same, you know. Some horses like to come from behind, some like to be close to the pace, some horses like to be in the pace, right in front. But sometimes the speed they go too fast in front, you can't keep up with. You're not going to have nothing left for the last part of it. So you got to judge, use your judgment.
Okay. You know, I think I misunderstood something, but now I understand it. Jacinto Vasquez is our guest, and his presentation is not titled The Possibilities Presentation. That is the group. Master the Possibilities Center for Lifelong Learning is the group putting on the appearance by Mr. Jacinto, by Mr. Vasquez, and you're invited to appear with him, so you can get a chance to hear Jacinto Vasquez, talking about his lifetime achievements as a jockey, and it is for free. It's a free event on July 14th. Boy, you get nobody's paying you for anything. You didn't get paid for the movie. They don't want to pay you for this. This is this is July 14th at 3 p.m. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
Well, I just wanted the audience to know. Jacinto, we need to take a little break so we can pay some bills. We've got some commercials, but we don't want to go away. We want to come back and continue speaking to you. And I am anxious to hear some of the stories. I mean, you've had a huge, long career, and I'm sure you've got some stories that would entertain us that you're planning on telling at the event on the 14th. So maybe you can give us a sneak peek here on the radio and let us hear some of the stories that we might hear again on the 14th, and then maybe some that we won't. So if you can just hang on there, we'll be right back, okay?
Okay.
Okay. If you're just tuning in, just real quickly, we're going to take a little break right now, and horse racing legend and Hall of Fame jockey Jacinto Vasquez is on the phone. He lives here in Ocala. He's been here 16 years. He has raced for 30 years, I think, if my notes are right, and over 5,000 races, and including the Kentucky Derby. We'll be right back with Jacinto Vasquez after this.
Is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. A mix of sun and clouds today with a couple of afternoon and evening thunderstorms in the area, the high 86 to 90. And partly cloudy later tonight, those 71 to 75. Tomorrow, a mix of sun and clouds with a couple of thunderstorms around tomorrow afternoon and evening, the high 87 to 91. On Friday, clouds and sun with a thunderstorm likely in the afternoon and evening, the high 87 to 91. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg.
Hey, Matt, I know Sunrise Automotive does auto stuff, but I need some tires for my truck. Can you recommend someone?
Yes, I can. We do that.
No, I mean I need them installed and balanced and all that.
Yep, we do that.
Well, my son needed his windows tinted.
Yep, we do that.
I need my seat replaced.
Yep, we do that too.
I need a new roof line, a new spoiler, and a new trunk.
Yep, we can even do that too.
Okay, I get it. I suppose you can also do a radio show too, huh?
Well, as a matter of fact, join me every Monday at 10 for auto repair with personal care here on The Source.
Of course you do.
Veterans are the foundation upon which our freedom is built. Listen to The Source, WOCA, each Thursday at 9 a.m. to Veterans News with Hank Whittier from Vets Helping Vets. You'll hear tributes, information on veterans issues, and stories that will make you laugh, cry, and feel proud. Veterans News always focuses on the military, past and present, and on our first responders. Veterans News is brought to you each week by Palm Chevrolet, where supporting the community is the Palm Chevy way, and by Bob Wine's Camellia Gardens and Nursery, keeping you blooming since 1952.
Hi, I'm Yvette, and I'm here to tell you a few things about ABC Fredericks Appliance. They sell not only new, but used guaranteed appliances. When you call ABC Fredericks Appliance, they will provide service on what they sell and any appliances that you own. ABC Fredericks Appliance is located in Bellevue, right over the railroad tracks. Call 352-629-5181. That's 352-629-5181. That's 352-629-5181. ABC Fredericks Appliance.
News Talk 1370, WOCA invites you to discover your full business potential. News Talk Radio is the perfect environment for your advertising. WOCA's News Talk format pinpoints information-hungry, better educated, high-income adults, so use us to talk to them. Call 732-8000. 732-8000. We're Ocala News Talk Radio. News Talk 1370 WOCA.
Thank you. 17 minutes after 10 o'clock. Let's return now to our conversation. It's an honor to be able to say he's on our show. Horse racing legend and Hall of Fame jockey Jacinto Vasquez is going to be showcased at the Master the Possibilities presentation at the Lifelong Learning Center on top of the world on July 14th, which is next Monday. It'll be at 3 p.m. It's a free event open to the public. And Mr. Vasquez, let me see here. He's a retired Hall of Fame thoroughbred jockey with over 30 years of racing experience. He has won 5,231 races in his career, including the Kentucky Derby with Foolish Pleasure in 1975, Genuine Risk in 1980. He was also the regular jockey for Hall of Famer Ruffian, and he just mentioned that there was a movie made that he didn't approve of. And Vasquez also rode Hall of Famers Genuine Risk, Forgo, Manila, Princess Rooney, as well as champions Christmas Past, Riverdere, I'm probably saying that wrong, Rising Star and a whole bunch more. And he will be telling some of his stories on Monday. And so come, make sure you go listen to him. Right now we want to listen to him here on the radio, though. Okay. Jacinto, are you still there?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I want to hear some stories. Did you ever have a horse that actually fell? Did you ever fall off a horse?
Oh, many times.
Many times. And is that the end of the race? You don't get back up, right? Once you fall, you're done, right?
No, listen. One time in Aqua, and I followed the year, I was in front, and my horse broke both front legs, and it went down.
Oh, man.
There was 9 horses in the races. I only finished 3. The other 6 horses went on top of one on top of another.
Oh, your horse fell. Now, did they have to shoot the horse?
I was the first. Oh, yeah, they had to destroy him because he broke both front legs.
Oh, wow. So what they say is true then. Once a horse breaks his leg, he's no good. You got to kill him.
Yeah, you got to kill him. Because most of the thoroughbred, listen, if you got a thoroughbred break his leg and trying to fix him, 99% of the time they don't make it because when they fit, they can stay alive, but as soon as they start losing the muscle, then they create liminitis. They lose the foot because they don't exercise. They lose the hoof, and they have to destroy most of the horses.
When anybody's done something for a long time, they can see beginners and know exactly what the beginner is doing wrong. So I have 2 questions about that. Did you do anything wrong as the first couple times you were a jockey, and what did you do wrong? And do you see jockeys all the time making the same mistake in their beginning days?
Oh yeah, well it's not, but you got to learn. If you make a mistake, you got to learn from your mistakes.
Yeah.
Yes.
But what kind of mistakes? What kind of mistakes are made?
Oh, you make mistakes in a race. Sometimes you ride a horse, come from behind, you move too quick. Or you're in the lead, you move too quick. You're letting go too fast around the turn, then you don't have no horse for the last part of it.
Oh, really? So you actually have a strategy when you're racing?
You got to have a strategy for every horse.
How are you chosen as a jockey for each particular horse that you've ridden?
Well, you get after your reputation build up, so you get the job is easy. People come and ask you to ride some of the horses. Mm-hmm. And we have an agent to work for us.
Oh, my.
We're trying to pick the best horse for the race.
Do you own any horses?
Right now, no.
No. What do they call the clothing? They call it silks?
Silks, the colors.
Colors.
Yeah.
And do you have some of yours in frames? Are they like, could I sell them on eBay and make a lot of money?
No. Most of the colors that I have, they would belong to the owner. That I use belong to the owner.
Oh, I see.
When that controversy happened this year with the Triple Crown with the owner of the horse that California horse that didn't win, do you have any thoughts and feelings about his statements?
Well, in a way, it was right in many ways because I don't think it's fair to all the horses that participate in the Derby. Then the people that can make the Derby and they run in the Preakness is a fresher horse gonna run against another horse they already had a hard race in the Derby, and then go the same happen to the Belmont. You make the Preakness, then you have to go for the Belmont. It's 3 races in a month. It's in 35 days. That's awful hard for a racehorse because every time they go up there, they give you 100%. And you get a fresh horse. That happened to me. I win the Derby twice, and I got beat in the Preakness, and I got beat in the Belmont. The horses was fresh. They never participated in the Derby.
Oh, wow. So you agree with the sentiment. Are you okay with taking phone calls from listeners? We've got the phone ringing.
Sure.
Okay. Horse racing legend is on. Jacinto Vasquez is on the phone, and again, if you want to meet him in person, go on Monday, July 14th, on Top of the World. They've got a place over there called the Master the Possibility Center for Lifelong Learning, and the event is free. Right now, go ahead. Good morning. You're on the air with Jacinto Vasquez.
Hello, sir. I'm looking forward to your program at the top there coming up real soon. The question I have, Were you ever a friend of Willie Shoemaker, and did you ever race against him?
Oh, many times. I was a good friend of you. We used to play golf.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Is Willie still living yet?
No, Willie died about 10 years ago.
Oh, did he? Did he?
Oh, yeah. He was one of the greatest riders the United States ever had. He don't weigh over
At what
90 pounds.
age was he when he retired from racing?
How old was
He was
he?
close to 60.
Oh, okay.
65, something like that.
Oh, wow. All right. Thank you for the call. Let's take another caller. Good morning. You're on the air. Thank you for calling.
Hey, good morning, Larry. Good morning, Jacinto. When you raced against female jockeys, did you ever find that they were more aggressive, like little Julie Crone or anything? Did you find they were pretty tough on the race? And I'll hang up and get the answer.
We had some female riders. Julie Crone was a very good rider. And she handled herself very well with horses. She had a lot of patience, and she used to ride good races.
Okay, but they weren't any more aggressive than the male riders.
No, but you can't be no aggressive because you got to go by the caliber of the horse you got. You know, Julie Crone was aggressive, but you know, for the past 20 years to 30 years, the riders don't ride rough like it used to be in the early 60s and early 70s. You know, we used to ride more rougher than the riders today.
Really? So what do you do prior to a race to prepare for the race? Do you warm up in any way?
No, myself, no, we don't warm up. Very seldom, but you stretch it out a little bit and go out to the paddock and jump on a horse.
Do the horses sometimes reject you as a jockey?
Sometimes I had horses that I never could really ride, can't get the best out of it.
Uh-huh.
You know, I had horses like that, and I told the owner that I don't get along with that horse.
Oh.
But do you get a chance to know that before the actual race?
Sometimes you work a horse and you don't click with the horse, and they don't give you the best, and that's the problem.
When you're training the horses and then when they actually run the race, do the horses sometimes train without shoes on, or do they all wear the shoes?
No, in the beginning, you know, it's, most of the babies, when you break them and they start training, you train them without shoes most of the time. You put the shoes back on, or you put some shoes on when you start doing something a little faster on a racetrack, then you put the shoes on.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wow. The event that you're going to do is probably something many people will want to be part of, only because, you know, here's an odd thing about this county, about Marion County. We are the horse capital, is what they say. Do you agree with that, by the way? Is Marion County the horse capital?
Well, we got, not in thoroughbred, but it's the capital of the horses because we got all kind of horses here. We got Pasifino, Magalaga, Arabian horse, and quarter horses, and thoroughbred. There's a lot of different horses over here.
Yeah.
Different kind of horses.
So what I wanted to say there is that with all those horses and the fact that whether we are or not, we are one of the horse capitals. A lot of people here, like myself, we know that the horses are there. We appreciate their beauty, but we really don't know much. We have a show that we do on Fridays called Horse Sense, and the people who really know horses come in and educate us. Mm-hmm. And it is wonderful to hear them talking about it. And there's so much that we don't know simply because we're not part of it. And but you're with it every day. So are you surprised when you speak to somebody in the county who's living here but doesn't know much about the horses?
Not really, because there's people today. Everybody live in their own world, and you got the racetrack people, the farm over here that involved with horses, and there's a lot of people around that they don't care about horses. They see the horses, but they don't have no interest about horses.
Yeah. Do you think we'll ever get a racetrack in Ocala?
Oh yeah. Well, they should. They should.
Come listen to Mr. Vasquez. He is going to be, again, at the Master the Possibilities Center for Lifelong Learning on Monday at, this is at On Top of the World. I'll give you the address. He'll be there at 3 p.m. The center is at 8415 Southwest 80th Street in the Circle Square Commons here in Ocala. And there is a website. It's masterthepossibilities.com. And there is also a phone number, 854-3699. The event is free. But I think you have to register for it. I'm not really sure about that, but I would give them a call or go online to find out the details. And it's July 14th, so it's this coming Monday. Do you do a lot of these things? Do you do a lot of speaking events?
Not really, not speaking events. We go sign autographs in a lot of places that we get paid to go.
Oh, really? So will you be signing autographs on Monday?
I don't think so.
No?
I'm not scheduled to sign autograph.
Oh, okay. Yeah. What would I sign? What would I bring if I wanted you to sign something? A photograph of you would be good, right?
Yeah.
Or my saddle. Like you could sign my saddle. Jacinto Vasquez, thank you so much for being on the air with us today. That was a great interview.
Excellent.
All right. So we'll see you on Monday, July 14th at 3 p.m. on Top of the World at the Master the Possibilities Center for Lifelong Learning. All right, we'll take a little break and we'll be right back.
Fox News Radio, I'm Lillian Wu. The president has no plans to visit the border with Mexico during his trip to Texas today, but he will try to address the illegal immigration issue during a meeting with Texas Governor